up, folks? If you follow me on Instagram, The Lake Fork Guide, then you already kind of know what happened this morning. But welcome to McFarland's Corner. I'm Michael McFarland, giving you McFarland's Daily Rundown. Lake, full pool, 402.99. In essence, 403 is full pool. It's just millimeters below full pool. I tried to make a call to see if the gate is open, just because a couple days ago it was 2 or 3 inches above pool. Probably not. I can't see any reason why, but we substantially do have some rain coming, so maybe they're prepping for that. But regardless, the lake is stable, very healthy, and the water temperatures are also stabilized. So it's 79 in the morning, 80 coming off. That means that it's kind of reached a balance point. The water's got about as warm as it's going to get in retrospect to our high and low. Stable weather, and it's stabilized. It's making for some great fishing, guys. There's still lots of fish to be caught shallow. It's really a mix. There's still fish potentially coming in to spawn, as we've talked before. I know every skeeter event that I've been here, somebody's bringing some big fish with eggs in them. But the post-spawn bite is where you want to be. It's on fire. I had 2 young boys this morning, an 11-year-old and Jace, who you remember caught that big giant 7-pound plus male about 6 weeks ago or so with me. I came back today in hopes that his younger brother Jarrett would catch some big ones, or at least a big one. And man, you know, it started out kind of rough. Jarrett caught a small one on a Carolina rig, and without an Ultrex trolling motor, I went back to the Fortrex, which in 2010 I was fishing a championship on Clear Lake, California, and the trolling motor broke. And the sponsor sent me into Kelly's Marina, and we got a new one, and they installed it for us and everything, and it was the Fortrex. Bad to the bone, 4-wheel drive, you can't hurt it. And they were right. The Ultrex is fragile as eggs. Man, do they break easy in a lot of different places. But it's a double-edged sword, because until I went back to that Fortrex, I did not realize how much work and how good that Ultrex holds the spot. It took me a while. It's kind of like riding a bike. A couple of years using the Ultrex, and it was pretty rough to run the Fortrex this morning. But I did, so I was in front. Maintained, of course. We didn't get a real nice day either. We had wind. Not bad wind at all, but rough enough, and some occasional over the bow waves, and that shorter Fortrex shaft coming out of the water. And I worked for it today. But you know, Bob Shannon, their father, VIP client, and them 2 boys motivated me no matter what the scenario was. I was going to do everything I could, keep my attitude as high, as positive as I can, fight through everything I got to fight through, and get them on fish. And lo and behold, Jay starts it out hot. The kid can fish, and using a bait caster, unlike last time, he was using a spinning rod. This time he gets the first good jig fish. And I think it was about a 3/8, if I remember, 4-pounder. And we rolled to the next spot, and it became Jarrett's turn. And Jarrett put it down. Jarrett put some big fish in the boat. We didn't catch a whole lot today, but we had the right bites. They are eating the Sandtone jig. They are eating football jigs offshore. My preferred is going to always be the Sandtone, built right here in the USA by hand, and one of the most stout producing jigs that I've ever used. I've never broken a hook. I've never bent a hook. Usually almost impossible to scratch that paint off of the heads. Of course, the shell bed's real granularly, the calcium. So it will, it's like glass, it will take that off. But normally, even in rocks, in most conditions, with the Sandtone football jig, you cannot get that to come off. It won't chip. But that's the bite, guys. Fishing 2 ways. I'm putting the boat in 10, throwing to 20. And sometimes I'm putting the boat in 20 and throwing to 10. The bites are coming in the 14, 16, 18 range. Occasionally, when I'm up in 10 throwing out, we're actually getting into the 25, 28 range. And that's more afternoonish. The fish have been about 20, 22. Only one major change. And that is they've gotten off the P, B, and J. They're not eating peanut butter jelly anymore. They've gone to the JC crawl. And let me tell you, they are chewing it. They are chewing it. I run the JC Craw 3/4 ounce football jig with a Strike King Rage Claw, just a regular Rage Claws, green pumpkin. Nothing special about it. I run it on 20-pound test, and I run it on the real-time rods, Bushido 7'8", 1225, which in essence, and I run it on a 7.3 as well, an MB 7.3, and that the new rod that I got here, which is the signature that I want to explain. So this is a real-time Bushido rod. They make this rod. The rod itself is not my signature. The signature is the type of guides that I choose to use, the micro concept and ceramic all the way except on the tip. We put titanium on the tip. How they wrap it and where they put the reel seat, and then the final thing is this shrink on the butt. Okay, this will actually, rod will float. It will float for forever. It won't sink to the bottom, so if you do kick it over, you'll get it back very easily. But these things, the guides, the wraps on it, the way this rod's set up is the McFarland signature. So this is actually, oh, I don't have any glasses, but this is the FS 7'8", 1225. One of the best rods I've had in my hands for big power fishing, jigs and things like that. It really kicks those big fish's butt. This is what the boys were using today, and they had no problems bringing those fish right to the net. So check that out, real-time rods. You can get any real-time rods that they make. You can add the McFarland signature. Louis knows what that is. You'll really learn to appreciate that. That's something that took me a lot of time and a lot of fishing to finally kind of come up with a concept that works, longer cast, powerful rod. I love it. I think that makes a daily rundown, folks. If you ever have any questions, if you want more in this rundown, if there's some idea you have that I can help give more out of this rundown, you know, put it in the comments, private message me, text me, give me a call. You're never bugging me. I'm here for you. So yesterday I did not shoot a McFarland's Corner, and I'm off tomorrow. So expect a McFarland's Corner show, which entitles The Journal and a product review and some tips and tricks and an actual topic that we will discuss. So that's McFarland's Corner. I will have a show come out hopefully by the evening tomorrow and get into a lot of details and a lot more than you get from this daily rundown. So guys, I bring this to you all unedited, shooting right from the hip, trying to give you as honest and as much conviction as I can, unedited on purpose. I want you to see it real time. I'm Michael McFarland, right here in McFarland's Corner, the Lake Fork guide, breaking fork down with a daily rundown. Thanks for watching.